Hi, it's Neil Thomas here from Wedding Help NI, and I am along with Jenna. Jenna.
Hello, how are we today?
All good, all good.
Good.
Our guest today is Emma. Draw my guest.
Yes, hi.
Hello.
I'm excited to be here.
So am I.
That's good, that's good.
I love a podcast.
Is this your first podcast or have you done
The first that I've been on, yeah. Like
Very good,
I've
very
sort of
good.
I know people who like have done podcasts before. I've been there whilst they've been recording and stuff. But yeah, the first one I've been on.
Very
Secretly
good.
I would be like lurking in the background being like, I really wanna
Sort of
really wanna get involved.
nudging yourself, I don't know.
You're one of these silent watchers.
Let me play.
So take us right back. Draw my guest. What were you doing before that, or tell us a bit about you, I suppose.
I come from a really long history of graphic design, mainly in like busy marketing departments, like as an in-house designer. So for about sort of 12 years, I was working doing graphic design, and anybody who's been a graphic designer in the past has or now kind of knows it's like a sort of finger in every pie sort of situation. You have to do everything, so you don't have to do just the design, you have to illustrate, you have to be a photographer, a videographer, you have to be like a sound tech, you
Just
have
a
to
creative
do
of all sorts.
everything,
Just,
literally, yeah, everything.
Just like us women are.
100%, yeah. So I fitted right into it. But so that's what I did for 12 years plus.
So did you leave school and then did you study?
I did. I went to
design
uni
or-
and I did interactive media arts.
Right.
So that was again a finger in every pie kind of situation. Like I was doing photography, animation, illustration. I did some work with the Belfast Giants and their children's reading programs, and it was just a whole bunch of everything. And I then sort of wanted to go down the avenue of like graphic design, but I still always, art was my subject in school.
Right.
But I kind of, that's how you were able to make money with art, like when I was kind of leaving uni and stuff like that. But I still always sort of sold my artwork on Etsy. I still did some fine art, like watercolors and things like that, and sold on Etsy. And that was kind of the way I was still having like a creative outlet in the way I wanted, sort of thing.
And that's good too, because I suppose, but even creative, I suppose even graphic design has changed so much even in the last 10 years. Like it's become something that, you know, like I remember whenever I was sort of like 10, 15 years ago, like it wasn't really weddings I was doing, it was all like sort of like public shows or the odd theatre and stuff. And it was all posters and stuff.
Yeah.
Who gets a poster now? Like it's, you know, it's all, but I suppose that all that graphic design stuff now has moved all on the like, social media.
Yeah, 100%.
As such, you know.
I kind of went through the sort of the digital wave where I was doing it before and after.
Aye.
And sort of social media kind of got big, and it was like you're designing for digital then. I kind of did both. So
But it's funny now, like even you take things now, like the likes of like Draw My Guest, for example. Now you're getting all this stuff, and it's people want that as like a keepsake.
Yeah.
And it's something that's nice to have, like, isn't it? You know.
I guess love that they get to go home with something.
Yeah.
Like something that they're not just going to throw in the bin, like a wee like drawstring with a chocolate in it or something like that, you know.
So take us back. So you were doing the graphic design. You've done that for 12 years, and then where did that sort of progress under then?
So I fell pregnant with my little boy in 2021. And then I had sort of went off on maternity when I had him, and my employers were not flexible as they kind of made out that they would be once it came to the punch, and weren't going to allow me to come back part-time. So that kind of gave me the push to actually do it. I always kind of wanted to work in the wedding industry. I dabbled a little bit in stationery before because of my graphic design background. And obviously I had experience in like photography and videography. I knew I wanted to do something, I just didn't know
what route it was.
What way it was going to be.
Such a leap too to go out and do something, isn't it?
I think the thing that sort of, what pushed me to do it was obviously that I couldn't physically go back to work 5 days a week when I had my little one. And I ended up like, it was about sort of 3 months, maybe 3 or 4 months after he was born, I became a single mom then. And that gave me an even bigger push. I was like, I have to make this work. Do you know what I mean? And when they said that they weren't be able to facilitate me coming back part-time, I was like, right, I'm just going to take on every single booking I can get and just make it work and worry about it at the time. And I couldn't go back to work because I couldn't facilitate it, but I didn't have to. So
great.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And what part of the country are you based?
Lisburn.
You're based in Lisburn, right?
It is quite central, so I cover most. I would travel all over the country. Now, I guess it depends on the time of year and how busy it is, whether I would travel quite as far, but I do pretty much, I would say about an hour 15 travel from where I am most of the time, and then in quieter months I would go further.
But you're quite good as well, the south as well. Like,
I'm still close. Like you can just go straight down the motorway from Sprucefield, and I'm like there. Do you know what I mean? Like the likes of like Darver and Bellingham are like I can get to just as quickly as some that are maybe just outside Ballymena.
Oh, big time, big time.
And how long would you be in the wedding facilities for doing the guests?
It depends. It depends what people book me for. Okay. So I would say at the very start, when people didn't really know what it was, they were booking me more for my half-day package, which meant that I was there sort of just during the drinks reception and a little bit of entertainment for the guests. They get something to go home with, but I was maybe drawing about sort of 35 guests in that kind of time frame, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. If they booked me for my full day though, which is getting a little bit more popular, I could draw like maybe 70 guests in that time, but I would be drawing for like 6 hours.
That's a lot of going. That's a lot, isn't it?
I would take a little bit of a break in the middle. Have something to eat and then go straight back into it. But it's funny though, because when people book me for my full day package, I kind of find that I'm drawn for more like 7 hours, because I'm like, I just really want to get as many people like crammed in as possible. So I find that I always draw for longer, but it really, really varies. It depends as well, like if I'm going for a full day and I can just nip to the bar, get a quick meal and come back and just finish it, I can draw more people than I could if I'm sort of like getting like a vendor meal where you kind of have to wait around. It's sort of like spread out over the space. Like I guess the guests are getting fed as well. So if I can just nip to the bar, get back to work, and I can move my setup as well. So
very good.
What I tend to do is I set up like where the drinks reception, everybody's sort of busy and about, and I take a photograph. So I have like a really big bank of like photos on my phone then, and I'm just drawn from them. So I don't necessarily need to be in the room with them, but I like to be because people like to watch.
Yeah.
So when they can move over for dinner, I would go with them, essentially.
Yeah.
Maybe just before the bride and groom come, or the groom and groom, bride and bride, whatever it is, when they're coming into the room, I kind of either want to be there just before that, or else I would wait till after the speeches.
Right.
And then kind of move over, just so that people know that I'm still there. I'm still drawing, I'm still here, and people do like to watch, so sometimes it's like, the kids are like, where is she? I want to watch. So
which is lovely too, isn't it, with the kids?
Yeah,
that's nice.
And then,
keeps
so
them
what sort of
entertained.
you're given like is it like a sort of portrait, or what sort of style would you call it?
So it's really hard to describe. It's quite a unique sort of style. It's not. I guess the format is a little bit similar to a caricaturist in the sense that I'm drawing a portrait of them. But what I do is mine's more of like a kind of cute illustration style. So it's kind of my main focus is to capture the fashion, like what people are wearing, what their hair looks like, and things like that, and capturing their faces and stuff like that. So I draw their faces too. So it kind of like it's really like an expressive wee piece of art.
It amplifies it just that wee bit more, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And do you find that there's a lot of prep sort of before the day as well, then sort of trying to organise that?
100% there is, yeah. I like my paper to be a particular size. Which is not, they don't stock in the shops either. Right. So all my paper is like hand cut and hand stamped with the couple's initials and their date and stuff like that.
And all done by you as well?
All done by me, yeah, absolutely. So there is a lot of work to do.
And they come in like wee clear bags as well, so they don't
get
stained.
Exactly. It just means people can keep them safe. And
that's so cool as well, because you can get something like that and then frame it, and it's such a lovely keepsake, isn't it?
It's actually mad. I was thinking, I get so many people actually messaging me like on social media afterwards, like the guests from the weddings, being like, oh, here's a picture of when I put it up in my house or whatever. And it's when people leave me like a review, which is like the best gift you can give a vendor. But when they leave reviews, the most comments I get is that they've got so many photos of people sending them from having them up on their wall and stuff. And I'm
very good.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's like
I'm obsessed. Like I still have one that she did when we did a wedding, which was of me. She did one for me and my dad for Father's Day.
Of course,
she's going to do one for my friends' engagements. Like I just think they're just such a nice sentiment we touch. I think they're lovely.
Yeah.
Obsessed.
And how have you found the wedding industry? So how long have you really been going at the wedding industry?
It's just about 4 years.
Right.
It's about 4 years doing what I do. I did dabble in stationery and stuff like that, but will not count that. Doing what I do now, it's been coming up to officially 4 years since I did my first sort of wedding.
Yeah.
But obviously there was like a lot of like prep and planning
That's
before
quite
that.
long
So it
because-
has been
because
4
your
years.
industry, the sort of drawing industry, the drawing industry.
The drawing industry.
The wedding drawing industry, we'll call it. It's just, no, but it has, like, it's become so...
It's got
It's just
really, really
skyrocketed.
popular.
Yeah.
Really has,
100%.
Is that
And
what-
everyone's so
is that
different.
the term we're going with, the
Definitely,
wedding
yeah.
drawing
The wedding drawing industry, illustration industry.
Should we make that a thing?
We should.
We
The
are,
drawing
that's-
industry.
The drawing industry.
That could be what the podcast name will be, the drawing industry. But everyone's so different too.
Definitely, 100%.
And they're all so lovely.
Definitely.
But 4 years is a long time because I've
Yeah.
seen so many pop up recently.
Yeah.
Whereas you know.
I mean, there was no one doing it when I first started.
Aye.
So it
Cool.
was tough in a sense that people
You're trying
didn't
to
know what it
sell
was.
something that's-
Exactly.
that's-
You're
yeah.
selling an idea that doesn't
Aye.
exist
Aye,
here.
Yeah.
So a lot of people would say to me like, "Oh, you must have found it like really easy at the start. Like you basically had the whole pool of like business."
No.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
it doesn't work like that
I
because
found
people
the
didn't
same
know."
whenever I started even the hypnotist show, doing that at weddings. You know, I remember doing wedding fairs, and you know, people would be like, "Well, they still do whenever you're a wedding fair, like a hypnotist sort of." Well, but
Yeah.
because then it become more popular, and now there's a good few
Yeah.
guys doing it, like on the sort of.
I guess like
scene
the
and
more
stuff,
people know
you
about it,
Aye,
that
it
you
sort of
find
builds it,
that like it builds
yeah.
a demand for it as well, and there is
Aye.
a really big demand
Yeah.
for like live
Aye.
illustrating as well.
What did it feel like your first wedding that you ever did? How did it go?
It was so at the very start I did a few like free weddings because I knew that I had never done this. Obviously this is what I do, but I'd never done it at a wedding before. I'd never so there was a little bit of like I guess pressure and nerves there, but once you kind of get into it, they just disappear.
Yeah.
Like you're doing what you love at the end of the day. So it didn't last
And it
very
worked
long.
out.
And it worked out.
Yeah,
So,
amazing.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
But it's one thing I say is that I love what I do and it doesn't feel like a job.
Aye.
And like I would, like outside of work, I would always have sort of described myself as a bit of a like extrovert and introvert. So
Yeah,
I am
mix.
quite a reserved person in general, but when I go to weddings and I'm around like other vendors and all the sort of family and friends and the couples and I kind of come out of my shell a wee bit.
Yeah.
You know? It's kind of like I thrive in that environment.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How many weddings would you then take on within the year? Like, do you have like a limit or?
I don't have a limit essentially, but I would limit sort of per week how many I would do really. So
Just for your childcare and stuff? Yeah.
Just making sure that I'm not, you know, like taking the piss with my mum doing
But even fatigue as well.
100%, yeah,
You know,
definitely,
you know,
and that is the thing. Like you do burn out. The first year I was working, I was technically on maternity leave at the time, so I maybe only did about 20 or 30 weddings. My second year, I did 100.
My goodness.
What a big jump.
My goodness.
Yeah. Because obviously I was like, this is my full-time job now. I
Yeah,
kind
you
of
were
like,
pushing
I need to, I was single mom and needed to pay the mortgage and all that.
Yeah.
So I did 100 weddings, completely burnt out. And I was like, next year is not going to be the same.
Aye.
So I really kind of pushed my full day package then. So it means I can kind of go and get sort of like paid more for less travel and things like that. You're staying there for longer. You're drawing the same amount of people, I guess, that you would if you're going to 2 individual weddings.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I kind of pushed that a little bit more. And on my third year, I got, it started to become a little bit more popular. And I did, I think, 75 maybe the following year and then the same.
Yeah.
This year I did about 72 2025, sorry, I did about 75 weddings.
So that seems to be like your...
That's kind of like a
nice
good
limit for you. Yeah.
But it really does depend on how many of them are full days and how many of them are half days. If I wasn't taking on as many full day weddings, it would jump that number up a little bit. I'd probably be working the same amount, but the amount of weddings I would do would be obviously a little bit more. But you kind of have to... It's so different every year, though.
Oh, it is. Like
I find the trends change.
There's no rhyme or reason.
100%.
Like, you're always trying to update things. You're always trying to... Like I found my own thing, the MCing's become so popular. Like, it was always just a 1 hour show after the mids. Whereas everybody now, like I would say, all the January, obviously, we know is a big booking month. Oh, can we add the MC? Can we add the MC? Can we add the... You know, and it's just become so popular. Like, but you're always looking at the new trends, and I suppose you're trying to figure out...
It changes so much, it does.
What to do then with that, you know?
I do kind of have, like... I do panic a little bit in the sense where I'm like, is this just like a wee sort of trend that people are kind of jumping on now that like, but then I sort of think I've been doing this for 4 years. And I've still got I've got bookings on my calendar for 2028. So it's like, okay, I need to sort of accept the fact that like, if it does start to die down in popularity, I will know well in advance. Do you know what I mean? Kind of gives you, and that's the good thing about being in the wedding industry. You kind of know when it's like slowing down. I guess. So.
And you said there you have a full day package and a half day package. Is that just 2 packages that you have then?
No, so I also offer. I can alter them in general, depending on people's days. They're just what seems to be quite popular for like that suits the sort of traditional wedding format. I also do what I call my platinum package, which includes me for the full day, everything included in the full day package. But I also draw some like special moments from their day. So I draw their bouquets and maybe their wedding car, the floral arches, the cake, anything that they can think of outside of like the people, I guess. So I do that as well and offer that as a package, and it is quite popular. I'd say maybe 10% of my weddings would be my platinum package. So I do those like after in my studio, so I don't have to worry about that on the day. I can focus on the guests and get as many people drawn on the day.
Well, that's nice as well then, because they've got something to look forward to.
That's what people say. 100% that they get to have like, see when they come back from their honeymoon and they have like special post.
So you post them out then for them?
I post them out,
Very good, very good.
So tell us, is there any other aspects of your business, like or things as well you offer?
Well, outside of like live illustrating, I do offer, I can do place settings and favours as well, which means I can draw everybody. It's a really good option.
Really popular too as well, sir.
It makes it kind of personal as well, but it can kind of double up as a place setting and a favour.
The place settings are lovely. I've seen them at the top table and stuff. You know, at weddings, they look lovely.
Good, I guess. I offer it as a service if I'm not free for live illustrating, but also if they want everybody drawn. Obviously, I'm not going to get through everybody on the day if I'm live illustrating, so it's a good option for if they want to gift everybody. I also have a new product that I brought out in the summer, and it's a really hard to explain kind of, more you need to see, but if you look me up, you'll be able to see on my socials. Basically, I sourced this old vintage vending machine that would have dispensed, I guess, like stickers or tattoos, and you put the coin in. So I repurposed it for weddings, and basically what I do is I create my own sort of like digital watercolor artwork, bespoke for each couple, and I get them printed onto like little sort of mini prints and stock the machine with them, and it goes as a sort of hire item out to weddings, and it means that their guests I provide all the coins and everything, so the guests can put it in and they get to operate the machine and get like a little keepsake, a wee piece of art that's sort of like personal to them. So they choose what I draw, sort of thing. So whether it could be like the venue that they got married or...
unique, isn't it?
I guess it's the reason why I did it was because I kind of wanted to offer something that was like a little bit of a cheaper option for people that might not maybe want to opt for the live illustrating, because I don't have to be there on the day, sort of thing. It's like I can do the artwork in advance, print it all out, stock the machine, send it to the venue, and it'll stay there for the whole party. So it means that it's kind of like giving just some options really outside of the live illustrating. But nice. It's really like you put the coin in and you sort of like twist it. It's like a real old school like vending machine kind of tattoo sticker machine, and it like cranks as you like turn it around. It's great. It
looks amazing.
Nostalgic and like old school. It's really good.
It looks amazing.
It's hard to sell though. It's like people kind of don't really understand the concept, I guess, until they see it in person. So
it needs to be seen.
I need to get it to more fairs and things so people can actually see it operating and stuff. So yeah.
Very good.
And what way's the best way to contact you, to book you for your wedding day?
At the minute, it really doesn't matter. Okay. Facebook, Instagram, email, via my website, through Wedding Help NI, wherever you find me, I will always respond.
You're on a lot of platforms,
usually in the same amount of time. But I'm hoping to streamline my booking process, like over the winter is maybe when I'm going to spend my time. But at the same time, I still like to have those like chats with people. So I find that if you want to have a real proper chat about what I do and what you need, then DM me on Facebook or Instagram, because that's kind of where you're going to be able to have like a proper meaningful conversation. I find like sometimes if you're speaking with people over email, it's kind of like the personal side of it gets lost a little bit.
Oh, big time. Or I think just that quick reaction of seeing it's sent and seen, and that sort of thing as well, you know. How have you found Wedding Help? How have you found that platform?
Unreal, It's funny because I was actually saying to Chris earlier, I am my own worst enemy in a sense that I know that I should be posting on it more. Yeah. But it's funny though, because when I do post on the Facebook group, I automatically see like a wee influx of like Facebook messages. And so I know it works. But it's just like...
But I think that's all creatives. Like I always, think like, photographers, videographers, the likes of yourselves, you have the content.
Yeah, true, the visuals, I guess,
You have the visuals. Sorry, if I'm working on a wedding and say, like, so you the first thing I'd say to you, get that content. Because it's a selling thing. So, it's definitely worth it too, isn't it?
And your social media is on top form, so you're so good at it.
I like to think it is,
because you're so precise.
It is kind of part of my job as well, because I do like graphic templates and stuff for small businesses as well. And my graphic design background really helps with that. Yeah, definitely. But I am really particular about how I kind of come across on social media. I think that it plays a really important part, like how professional, I guess, that you look on your social media, because like you could have the best product in the world, but if people don't go to your Instagram and don't see like a really good looking, like it's essentially like a storefront.
Of course.
100%.
That's kind of why I spend so much time on it.
So what is all your links, or what's all your website links and stuff like that?
So my website is just drawmyguests.com. And then I'm just Draw My Guests on Instagram as well, and on Facebook, Draw My Guests NI, I think on Facebook. My email address is drawmyguestsni@gmail.com.
Very good. So it's all there, so you'll find it online.
Yeah. If you search Draw My Guests, it's me.
That's right. Yeah. And you actually are going to draw some guests today, aren't you? You're going to
draw you,
me and my work hubby in his lovely little blazer.
I can draw you together if you want. You can have one to keep if you don't like each other that much.
I know that might be actually better.
You should do the photo like that, back to back,
Don't like it.
So there we go. I think we've touched on everything in that episode, and I think we've got some great information. And of course, you can go on and see all your work as well on the website, on Instagram, Facebook. It's all there as well for people.
I would say if you want to get the most up-to-date view of what I've been up to and the weddings I've been at, is Instagram and Facebook. I post everything sort of like daily on there. My website, I'm kind of like, it's not so up-to-date.
Work in progress.
So 100%. And it's really shameful coming from a marketing background that my website isn't up-to-date. But
You'll get there.
That's it. Instagram and Facebook is where you'll find all the sort of like most up-to-date stuff about me.
So we have came up with like a little bit of game. A game for you where you choose who you would like to plan your wedding. And we're going for celebrity style.
Okay, winner stays on.
So winner stays on. Cool. Quick fire. Have the answer as quick as you can.
Without thinking, right?
So would you prefer Victoria Beckham or Catherine Tate?
Oh, Victoria Beckham.
Victoria Beckham or Beyonce?
Victoria Beckham.
Victoria Beckham or Taylor Swift?
Ooh, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift or Ariana Grande?
Taylor Swift.
Ooh. Taylor Swift or Jennifer Aniston?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift or Lindsay Lohan?
Oh, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift or Millie Bobby Brown. That's a good one.
Oh, she's quite young, but did you see her wedding dress?
Yes.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Feels like.
I don't know who
You wouldn't choose her then.
You might know this. What next one? Millie Bobby Brown or Snoop Dogg?
Oh, Snoop Dogg, I know Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, good. So you would go Snoop Dogg?
Not sure I'd want him to plan my wedding. It would be fun for the guests, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they'd all probably be has a kite. But
Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown or Sabrina Carpenter?
Oh, she's fun.
Yeah, I like her.
Oh, Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter or Kelly Clarkson?
Oh, I love her. I do love her. Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter or Lady Gaga?
Oh, they're kind of similar in terms
Lady
of
Gaga
like
would bring such a feisty fiery.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sabrina, I think.
Who would you choose, Dale, as well?
Do
you know who the two of them are?
Do you know who they are?
Well, Lady Gaga. I'm not too sure in Sabrina Carpenter that much. I don't know.
What about Sabrina Carpenter or Adam Sandler?
Sabrina Carpenter.
Who would you choose, Dale?
Oh, Adam Sandler.
Adam
definitely.
Sandler all day long.
It would be an absolute chaos. It would be chaos.
And the last one, Sabrina Carpenter or Kim Kardashian?
Oh, that would be a show.
Her
which
weddings
wouldn't
were...
necessarily be my vibe.
She stole my Dollar VJ wedding.
That surprised me. Sabrina Carpenter. I
would say Sabrina's pretty much won that one.
It's the fun. It's like the fun, the sparkles, the fun, and the.
She's a singer, isn't she?
She is.
She can sing one of her songs, don't
Yeah,
you?
please. And here she's short and sweet. Mm-hmm. So
There
she's
we go.
quite short.
You could be her, really.
What if I just
100%.
impersonate
Do you
her?
want to plan my wedding?
Perfect.
I
Sorted
talk
it.
like I'm getting married.
Jenna Carpenter. Genuine Carpenter on the way. Sure, we'll go. That was a good wee fun game.
That was fun.
So there we go. Brilliant. I think that's perfect.
That's good.
That has been Emma, Draw My Guest, and that has been the Wedding Health Podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and bye for now. Have a good one.